Hey everyone, my name is Courtney and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my delicious kale salad recipe. Now I know what you're thinking. Kale? Delicious? Come on. No, it's not. Cheesecake is delicious, but kale's not delicious. Well, I'm going to have to argue with you there because kale is actually really good, but there's a secret to making it good. And my secret is putting on a homemade dressing. So today I'm also going to be showing you how I make my homemade dressing using very little ingredients that you probably already have in your home. So that's a plus, so you don't have to go to the store. So let's get right to it. So you're going to need some extra virgin olive oil, some lemon juice. Now you can use fresh lemons if you want to, but I live right now where it's like -10, so I don't use fresh lemons, so I'm just using this. Dijon mustard, a blend of spices, and about 1 thing of garlic. You can use more, you can use less, depends on what you like. So let's get right into it. I don't really measure, I kind of just eyeball it. So first we're going to put in the olive oil, and I guess maybe like a cup. Now my husband, he likes a lot of dressing, so I make sure to make extra. So I say about a cup should be good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mince our garlic. So just crack that. Don't want little flyaways. I'm making a mess here. And make sure it's finely chopped because you don't want to bite down on a humongous piece of garlic. That wouldn't be good. One more. Okay, and I think that's about good. So we're going to go ahead and put that right in. Now the longer that you let the garlic sit in the oil, the more the oil is going to be infused with garlic, which tastes delicious. Just wipe my hands. So now we're going to put in some lemon juice. Again, I don't measure this, I just kind of eyeball it. Maybe about that much. And then we're going to do about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. The reason that I use this is it's a binding agent for the lemon juice and the olive oil. So that, you know, usually if you do it without it, then it'll separate over time. But really, you don't even need to use this. It doesn't add too much more flavor, just a little bit to make just a slight little difference. So I'm going to put that to the side. Now I have a little mortar and pestle. And what I have is I have Italian seasoning, rosemary, cayenne pepper, regular pepper, some garlic powder, and salt. And what I like to do is I like to put this in my little mortar and pestle. Again, I don't really measure. That's quite a lot, but I like a lot of spice to it. And the reason I use this is because you can see the rosemary is kind of thick. And I do not want to bite into one of those. So I just do that. A couple hits of that. That actually makes the flavor stand out a little bit more. And I just crack the pepper right into here. Do it all at once. And then a little bit of this. Even though there's already a ton of garlic in there. And I throw my salt in too. And then I just take this and I grind it down. Now, granted, you don't even have to do this. You could literally just use salt and pepper and you'd be good to go. But you can see that's like a powder form. And so that blends into this a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and toss that in. And I'm just going to whisk it all together. You want to make sure it's nice and combined. I'm not going to use this fork again, but I want to taste it. Good. Woo, that lemon's got some kick. We're going to put that aside, and we're going to start working on the rest. Okay, so now that we're done with our dressing, and that's off to the side, we're going to work on the actual body of the salad. So I have here some kale that I already washed and destemmed and all that. And I have a video that I uploaded entitled How to Wash Vegetables if you want to see how exactly that I did that. So I have this, and I really like my kale to be kind of similar to how tabbouleh is. I like it really finely diced. I don't like big humongous pieces, and that way you get more dressing on each piece. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can do a technique called chiffonade, which is where you take the leaf and you roll it. And then you do very, very fine cuts, and it makes it like shredded. So you could do it like that, which is very good and easy if you don't have a blender, because I'm kind of lazy and I like things done quick. So I'm just gonna put all my kale in here and pulse it a few times. And as you can see, it comes out good. And that was fast and simple. So now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and add the vegetables in. This is enough for me and my husband, it's just us eating. And I have here cucumber, green pepper, onion, carrot, and some tomatoes. And I put that right on there. Okay, now this is where it gets important, because your kale is going to be really hard, kind of bitter. And what the dressing does, when you put on the dressing soaks into the leaves and then it softens it. So we're just gonna go ahead and pour the dressing on, not all of it. I like to make extra because my husband likes extra on his, but most of it. And then I just take a spatula. A lot of people use their hands and like massage it. You really do not have to do that. I just get a spatula and I mix it all together. And just keep working that and working it and working it. Now, if you want it to be softer, if you're not used to the texture of kale, let this sit for like 5-10 minutes. If it's still not soft enough for you, let it sit longer. It's all about personal preference. Oh, it just smells so good. Ooh. So I'm just gonna keep mixing that. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and plate this baby up. And I like a lot of salad. Oh yeah, she's a beaut. Now, this wasn't included in this recipe, but I like grilled chicken on my salad. And this is just baked chicken only because it's way too cold to grill out right now. It's like -10. So I just pop that right on top. Isn't it pretty? And then for the final topping, add a little bit of feta cheese, or a lot of it. And you're done. Simple enough and delicious. So I'm gonna taste this out. You already know what I'm gonna say, because obviously I made it, so. That's really good. Well, I'm ready for dinner. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment. If you want to see how this chicken's made, let me know in the comments below. It's really simple, but I'll be willing to share the recipe if you would like. Share this with me on Instagram if you remade it, and because I'd love to see it. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.